Hello everyone, welcome to the Noah Joel Experience. Today we have our host from the Athena party. What's your name?
Raleigh Ewell.
Awesome. So, who are you and what is your party?
Well, I already said my name, but I'm part of the Athena party. As the candidate of the Athena party, I advocate for personal rights and universal health care and a bunch of other things that we want to do to make America better. And so forth.
Nice. Awesome. Who are you and how did you come into politics?
That's a great question. I think for me, I wanted to represent majority of people, specifically the minorities, and the fact that a lot of people in America have struggled with coming into America, finding the American dream, but not actually finding it. And I really want to push those boundaries in order to help those people in the minority groups.
Okay. And what do you think is the most important attribute for you as a candidate? What makes you special?
I'm not going to say that I'm special, but I do take into consideration of other people's choices and what they believe, and I want to make sure that everybody is feeling welcome and has a place in the Athena party, whether it's about prison reform, LGBTQ rights. It really doesn't matter as long as we're able to communicate, and then I can be able to help you.
Awesome. So I read through some of you guys' documents, and I saw that you talked about equalizing the wage for across the board, basically, and regulating businesses. Do you worry that this could tie into or be used as an advocate for communism or socialism in the future?
So this goes in hand with personal rights for our group. So we do believe that in the 21st century that we shouldn't be fighting for equalized wage anymore. Like, it should be the norm. But I don't think that this is going to be as used as communist or socialist values, because as you can see, America is the one that's falling behind. Other countries like the UK and France and other countries like that are way ahead of their time in having those equalized wages so that everybody in America is able to support themselves. And so that's what we want to do, is have people in America support themselves and become a better country for one another rather than falling behind, because we're definitely not in a great place.
Healthcare is a big thing that's come up recently with a lot of people. Do you guys in your party have any plans to implement a healthcare system or alter the ones we currently have?
Yes, so we are looking for universal healthcare. That is what we're trending towards. For that, we want to basically, how you come up with universal care is take away the insurance companies of those environmental things and then make sure that everybody has substantial money to pay for their healthcare needs.
Okay. Another big issue that's come up is education. Obviously, education is super expensive for a lot of people. It's almost out of reach a lot of times. And you've mentioned before that you wanted to make that more affordable via taxes and stuff. Do you guys plan to implement new taxes? And if so, how will this affect the average American?
Definitely not new taxes. For education itself, we are looking for a cap on colleges for their tuition. And then we're already heading into the right direction as a country with the amount of scholarships. You know, people have heard of FAFSA, Pell Grant. If you're able to get the Pell Grant, then your fee waivers are waived, like things like that. So moving towards more accessible education. That doesn't necessarily mean tax upgrades.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering on how you would pay for that stuff, because education is expensive.
Exactly.
Okay. So one big issue and topic that's come up a lot recently and in recent years is the issue of criminal justice and the criminal justice system. I saw in your guys' political candidate that you mentioned that you want to remove criminal drug abuse as a criminal offense. Do you think that this could either impact the people who are currently on drugs or increase the amount of people who are on drugs, such as like Portland, Oregon with their 501 tax?
Yeah, so I see what you're saying. However, there's a little bit more to that topic. So for the Athena party, we are looking for prison reform rather than punishment and isolation, which we currently have. So taking away private prisons that are profiting in our government, and then making sure that minor sentences.
It's all good.
I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna make that joke. Those people that are in prison for minor counts of drugs, such as marijuana, those sorts of things, or even if they have a drug problem, then they're going to a rehab facility versus being isolated and going through a really hard withdrawal system. Because I have personally seen the side effects of people going through that system and not coming, like the minute that they come back into the real world, they go back to their addictions and so forth, and they're just not able to come back into society fully. And I think that should be our main goal, is to have these people that have done wrong things but are able to come back into society and work with one another.
To re-implement people.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to me, Raleigh. Thank you for having us. Bye.
Bye.